life on waterfalls has been good to the beavers, but despite following all the OSHA regulations, injuries and accidents are simply unavoidable at times. Which is why the colony as a whole has decided that the nearby underground ruins will not be excavated by fellow beavers. And in order to make this happen, we are going to be working on bot assemblers. And holy moly, does this entire thing use a lot of power, because we're going to need 3 of these bot part factories, and then we're also going to need 2 assemblers. Actually no, we're gonna need 1 assembler for now, but 3 of these factories can support 2 assemblers. That's good to know for the future. Where on earth am I gonna place these though? How about this place back here, huh? Let us just flatten it out a little bit. Okay, we're gonna make just a couple of zipline stations over here. Is it inefficient? Yes it is. Do we care about resources anymore on this map? No we don't. Okay, I believe these are gonna be the last of the dynamites that I place. Our plan over here is fairly simple. So to start things off, we're gonna need 3 of these bot part factories. Now we could stack these up vertically, and honestly, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I don't know if there's ever gonna be a day when I don't do that. And we could also place the bot assembler on top over here, but no, because then we can only place a single one up here since these can't be vertically stacked. So I'm just gonna place the good old bot assembler down here. Now these are both connected, so we only need to provide power to basically this machine up here or this one or whatever we wanna do. Let's also come over here and blow up these dynamites, because what I wanna do is place a tunnel down here and basically make it so our beavers can go underneath this power connection back here. So by placing both of these staircases over there, it frees up this entire section of the path for me to, repurpose. And by repurpose, I just mean destroy. Who knows, we might want to use this place for something else. Actually, you know what? Yeah, we're gonna get back up here because I want an underground power line over here. Let me just mark out the tunnel for that. Oh yeah. Alright, and while the beavers are working on that tunnel back there, we need to build a vertical staircase over here. Now these are the 2 spots where I need the path over here. And in the future, if we ever need an absurd number of bots, I want to have the ability to extend this further up. So we are just going to be playing it safe over here. And let's just connect this path so we can actually see that all the connections are working. Alright, that should be the first one done over here. And now we just need to make sure that we connect up here somehow. And that's gonna be done with a similar tactic. Just like that. Perfect. Actually, you know what? No. We're gonna make this scalable, okay? And the way we make this scalable is by basically doing this. Because this means that we can continue spiraling our way up to whatever height we want. In this case, that height is basically this factory up here. But if, for example, we needed to get further up, we could just continue placing platforms and make our way further up to further factories. We really don't need to do that right now, so we can just destroy this last platform pair. There we go, our spiral staircase is looking pretty decent. Now these fellas need to be assigned, a job. So you're going to be making the chassis, you're going to be making the limbs, and you're going to be making the heads. However, they don't have power right now, and that's fine. We're just going to destroy that last platform over there, because I kind of need another dynamite back there. And now, we just need to place a couple of vertical power shafts back there. And if we just come down here, yeah, there's a tunnel that we can use to connect the power to our bot factories. Beautiful. Now this is going to use up a lot of power, so we need to extend our system up here. And thankfully that is pretty easy to do. I am going to just destroy some of this terrain up here. But basically, let's just place more windmills. And of course we do need to connect them together. Oh, we can't really get up here. My bad, my bad. Yeah, beavers can only build 1 tile above their head, not 2 tiles like this. Okay, so now they have power, but there's still 1 ingredient left, which is the biofuel. And for the biofuel, I'm going to just come over here and plant some more potatoes. Not a lot, just some more. Yeah, you really don't need a lot of potatoes, okay? Even this is overkill. But I have nightmares. And now the final building that we need is a refinery. Thankfully, the refinery does not use power, so we can kind of place them wherever we want. Which is actually just gonna be right here, because it's close to the potatoes and whatnot. Let's just make sure that they have some potato supply nearby, and these guys are gonna make biofuel from potatoes. And would you look at that, our wind farm over here is looking pretty. Actually, you know what? This last windmill over here, yeah, I'm gonna connect it to a vertical shaft underneath, just in case we need to take the power somewhere else in the future. Because I don't like closing off this entire area with these power shafts above ground. And honestly, this timer taking an entire day to time out is, not doing it for me. So I'm just gonna cut this timer by half by changing it from 1 day to 12 hours. I want my beavers back from this place, okay? As fast as possible. Let's blow up this dynamite, and in its place we're gonna place another vertical power shaft. And of course connect the windmill right there. And oh, would you look at that, these fellas are done with these dynamites. So let's blow these up as well, because I believe I want to place a final windmill right here. And yeah, moving forward, I want a path over here. I might want to build a second floor on top of this industrial district, which is a lot easier to do if you're already on top of the area. Alright, and that should be our first bot being made. However, the first thing I want the bots to do is make more bots. Because as you can see, all of these have a high chance of injury as well. And we don't want that for our beavers, okay? Alright, and that is our first bot, Timberbot number 1. You sir can just come over here and make chassis, please. Thank you. Maximum priority, by the way. Bot number 2 will work in the second bot factory. Wow, so original. And you know what, we're gonna give you some biofuel right over here, so you can just top up right at your workplace as well. Bot number 3. Alright, that's the final bot factory automated with bots now. And yeah, all of these do need to be highest priority possible. And now we just need 2 more bots so that we can fire these beavers from the bot assembler as well. While you guys are making those bots though, let me get ourselves a population counter. Because you see, the population counter does not just count the beavers population, it also lets you count all sorts of random populations. And for the time being, we're gonna count the number of bots that we have and basically check if they're less than say 30. Why not? This can be a healthy little green over here. And then we just need to automate all of these buildings based on this population counter. So basically whenever the number of bots that we have falls under 30, these factories will turn on and start producing some bots. There we go, we now have enough bots to automate the bot assembler as well, and it's done. Now bots are basically going to be made 24/7. We're going to move on to our primary objective now, which is basically getting up here. Can this connect up there directly? Yes it can. Oh, that's good, that is amazing. Alright then, we are just going to get up here and then further up, just like that. Make sure that there are pathways taking us all the way to this zipline station, because we need to make a mine up there, and thankfully the mines don't need power either. So we can just place this up there, unlock this workplace for bots right away, and basically we can now just forget about this place forever. There we go, now that the zipline station is connected, the beavers are basically never gonna use this staircase back here. I'm still gonna keep it though because I like it when stuff looks, organic. But yeah, this place is pretty much done. We don't need to worry about it. Now the bots are gonna need biofuel up here as well. So we're gonna place another small tank up here for them. This place is gonna employ 10 bots. There's gonna be 5 bots over there. And that means we have 15 bots left over that we can use for whatever we want. And if I'm being honest, I'm probably just gonna replace all of these farmers. But no, the 15 bots are not for whatever we want. They're actually for the dirt excavator, which we can sort of place in a really nice spot if we place it inside over here. I always like placing the dirt excavator inside of a mountain or something. Oh, we could even place it back here. Oh yeah, I'm doing that. That sounds fun. Let's just make sure that we place another one of these zipline stations over here. It's gonna be inefficient, but we don't really care about it because we don't really need dirt all the time. And basically, yeah, we're gonna make some pathways right there so that the beavers can get back here. And once more, this is going to be a workplace for bots. Because yeah, high chance of injury. Now we are gonna need power all the way back here. But if I'm being honest, we can probably use this area up here to make a makeshift tiny little power plant because this is only 200 horsepower. Which means that if I place just a handful of wind turbines up here, along with maybe a couple of gravity batteries right here just like that, and we get rid of a couple of these blocks, yeah, that should be more than enough to power this dirt excavator. Let's just make sure all of these things are connected with each other. And obviously we do need a way to get up here as well, which is not really that difficult. Alright, let's just blow up both of these bits. And yeah, that should be good. And I guess at the end, we're just gonna need to connect this back here. Kind of waiting for this windmill to get finished up first though. A single gear factory was obviously never gonna be enough. So it's about time we place some more, right? Hey, that's exactly why I cleared this place up back here. That's gonna be one more gear factory, and I kind of want to fit another one back here as well. Yeah, so let's just destroy both of these blocks over here. Perfect, so that we can fit another gear factory right next door. I believe it's also about time that we expand our forestry network up here. And let's just make sure that we take over both of these blocks over here. Let's also make sure we optimize our lumberjack placements as well. So a couple of lumberjacks on either ends of this new section And we removed one lumberjack from this place as well. Hopefully this is going to be more than enough trees for now. Later on, of course, we are going to be building a vertical farm. Or maybe we just dig into this tunnel down here and build it underground over here. That would look better. And right now, Timberborn is basically nothing more than a waiting game. So let's just dig up some more room back here for our gravity batteries, you know? Why not? But that's not enough either. We're just gonna continue digging down. Yeah, basically we're just gonna keep going down until the game doesn't let us go further down. There we go, another layer. And I believe that side is done. Just these two are left. Perfect. Let's just get rid of both of these now. And what that should let us do is build at least a couple of gravity batteries over here on this edge. Now, ideally you would place them further up, but no, I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, so that's gonna be 1 and 2. Yeah, and both of these are gonna have like several times more capacity than those ones back here. And we just need to connect the power like so. I could have just connected it with this windmill, but no. I placed that one on top of a vertical power shaft and I'm gonna use that vertical power shaft. Okay, and you know what? Yeah, the bots can work on these gear workshops as well. Because I'm not really happy with the beavers, you know, going to sleep and the gears not being built. Oh, I never connected this back here. My bad. Okay, and while you guys are at it, we also need another refinery because I completely forgot about another thing that is incredibly important for bots. Yep, combining maple syrup and extract to get us catalysts. This refinery can go all the way over here and make some catalyst for us, please. And I'm pretty sure we're gonna have more than enough maple syrup back here. Yeah, but just in case we don't, I'm still gonna plant some more trees back here. And finally, I am going to need you guys to focus on this catalyst. It's a big, huge boost for the bots. We also need to provide those wherever we want the bots to be working, so that they don't waste their time traveling back and forth, you know? Let's just build a couple back here. One of those can be the biofuel, while the other one can be the catalyst. And this fella just went and got himself some catalyst, and the speed is at 110% now instead of 65. Okay, our mine is finished over here. And we only have 8 unemployed bots right now. The dirt excavator is going to employ another 4 of them. And yeah, I'm fine with having 4 spare bots, that's fine. We're going to be able to make bots much faster now as well, because of, you know, the work speed boost over here. We're going to get an underground pile right here, and this one is going to be for dirt. Yep, as expected. Yeah, I'm going to need you guys to focus on these gravity batteries, please, as soon as the wind comes back. Yeah, because otherwise we're kind of all screwed. And, oh. Wait a second. Yeah, why didn't I dig up this place as well? Yeah, let's just place a couple of levees over here and place another gravity battery on top, right there. And we need to make sure that we can cross this gap as well, whenever we need to. Yeah, suspension bridges would do. Okay, we have the 30 bots now. You know what? Take it up to 40. The reason I'm gonna take it up to 40 is because I want some bot builders now. Yeah, both of these builders are gonna be bots, and they're gonna be like mid-priority, I guess. Oh, wait a second, I completely forgot that I need to actually provide the power down here as well. Yeah, completely missed the fact that we need to connect it as well. So let's do that up here. That's gonna be fine, right? I think so. Except, how are you gonna reach this block over here? Yeah, let's just prioritize this tower first, so that we can actually connect this power up. And with that final piece, yeah, the dirt excavator is gonna start working. It's gonna start excavating stuff down here. Oh my god. This is the first time I've actually placed the dirt excavator on a block that's not at the bottom of the world. Yeah, so this is the first time I'm seeing it excavate actual dirt blocks. Yeah, this threshold can just be above 0.1 so that it turns off when, you know, there's almost no water down here. It frees up the beavers much sooner. And worst case scenario, we just lose like 10 or 20 units of water, that's it. Not a lot if I'm being honest. Okay, finally, so we have an infinite supply of metals now. We have dirt now, so we can basically terraform whatever we want. And we still have injured beavers. Where on earth are you guys getting injured from? It's the smelter, isn't it? Okay, that's gonna be bots as well. And the explosives factory is gonna be bots as well. And I believe the centrifuge also has a high chance, so that's gonna be bots too. You know what? Yeah, take it up to like 50. Give me a population of 50 because I want a set of haulers as well that is just all bots. For the time being, we're gonna do beaver haulers as well as bot haulers. But you know, we're gonna switch things up soon. Oh my god, this is scary. What the hell? Okay, so there's just one more thing that I want to do, which is that I want to cap both of these badwater sources. So for one of them, we're gonna do a badwater rig. And for the other one, it's just going to be a badwater dome. And do I have the materials right now? No, I do not have the gears. Yeah, it's gonna use way too many gears, and I believe all of my gears right now are being used to make bots. Yep, I thought so. Are we gonna need more gear factories? And does that mean we're gonna need more lumber mills as well? Probably. So let's try and get a lumber mill over here. And I also want to get a gear factory, right? If I remove this platform, can I place one like that? Yes, I can. Okay, I'm gonna remove all 3 of these platforms then, because we are gonna make some overhangs over here. The largest ones that we can fit. Yes, please. Okay, and before you guys build this lumber mill, I need you to build this vertical power shaft back here so that we can actually get some power over here on this level, and then make a gear factory right here as well. Perfect. We could place another lumber mill too. I mean, I'm tempted. Why not? Why not? They do get turned off eventually. Like this one is gonna get turned off soon. Except, you know, we keep using the planks, so it gets turned on again every now and then. Alright, resume work on that lumber mill. Yeah, and that should mean all of these buildings are working now. Copy the settings over from that gear workshop because, you know, the automation settings over here were missing. Otherwise, you're gonna have just random factories not being automated and, you know, throwing off your entire setup. Alright, now that things have calmed down a little bit, we're gonna come over here and tame these beasts.